Okay, hello everyone. Good evening in the Philippines and good morning to the rest of the world. So this is Ronald Lamata. I will be your uh, accompany for this evening session or for today's session, career research and networking. But before we start with anything, I would like you to be knowledgeable first of our group. Okay, the Ability, Skills, Knowledge Fraternity, or the ASKF. So let me share first my screen to give you more of what is ASKF or what is the group all about. All right. So, Ability, Skills, Knowledge Fraternity is actually an online platform. Okay, so we do lots of online learning and earning platform which aims to enhance the skills of the young living across the world. It promotes the talents of human online education for higher education, teaching workplace skills and exploring new interests that provides certificate courses and diploma courses. ASKF offers free international webinars, workshop, and paid short courses. Now, our vision is to help people achieve their goals by creating solutions and practical techniques through our training and design life-changing products to ensure holistic transformation of people. So, as you can see, flexibility, individually focus on students, motivation, and of course, we wanted also to inspire. All right. Now, I think my screen is not moving. Can you see my screen, guys? Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ability, Skills, Knowledge Fraternity webinar. Okay. Our mission is to uh, change life of people. Okay, successful career, review their job, save environment, especially for females, decrease unemployment rate, take action, and of course, we wanted to inspire others. Okay, we have our executive team. Our founder, our life coach, and also an entrepreneur, Dr. Aksa Rabani. We also have our vice president and the finance partner, Mr. Zain Khan. We also have our CEO and the management controller, Miss Arsha Kainat. All right. And our profile, of course, leadership, we have teamwork, organizing, negotiation. So that creates the profile of ASKF. Now, at the same time, we are also in partners with Go Study organization and of course our business partners here. So as you can see, we are not just moving all alone. We are in partners with so many agencies and associations just to give the best that we can offer to our clients and the rest of those who would like to have these free webinars that we are organizing. Of course, we are also in partner with Right Vision Training Center that is registered in UK, and Mr. Asjad Sheikh is the governing body or the CEO. Visiting office at if you want to visit their office, it's at Lahore, the new era of learning. So you can also visit their website www.rightvisionacademy.com. Okay, and our affiliates. Okay, as you can see here, we have so many affiliates from the different fields. Okay, our national collaborative partners, and of course, many more collaborations are in a queue. So these are some of our programs that we are offering. Now, if you would like to know more about these programs, you may visit or message our page, and they will be gladly to assist you regarding these programs that we have. Okay, so there you go. So we have also other programs. You just need to approach our personnel, and they will give you more of the information regarding the said programs. And of course, we also have our membership card. ASKF platform launch many effective offers for talented candidates. And of course, our mission is to change lives and bring success in your life. You can do everything if you want. So if you would like to have our membership card, the card fees is 200 RS, validity of 1 year. And of course, the benefits, you will know your desired outcomes, you save money, job opportunities, discount offers of 30% off in our paid programs, and that is valid for a year. Of course, free delivery of the membership card. And enhance it, we are going to enhance also your CV and resume, because we are going to guide you as to how to uh, give a boost to your CV and resume. Okay, so much for that, for the intro of the ability, skills, knowledge, fraternity. I'm now going to give the webinar, which entitles career research and networking. So, by the way, guys, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ronald Lamata, a licensed professional teacher and also a graduate of Masters of Arts in Teaching English for specific purposes. So, I am a learner, an educator, and of course, I will be your presenter for today's webinar. Okay. So, career research and networking. So, in here, we are going to talk about exploring opportunities beyond the comfort zone and traditional ways. Because the traditional ways, we just go to companies, we just go somewhere else, and then we ask things as to how are we doing this, how are we going to apply, are there vacancies. Now, in here, we are going to let go of the traditional ways, and we are going to let go and go beyond, rather, of in our comfort zone. Okay, moving on. Now, where do we usually find work? So when we find work, we look on job vacancy and recruitment websites, on government, council, and industry organization websites, of course, on social media, in professional and industry journals, via recruitment agencies, through friends and family, sometimes at career and job expos and events. So that's how we find work. Okay. Now, what we would like to do is we wanted to look also in the hidden job market. Okay, so what is this hidden job market? So you don't limit your job search to job vacancy websites or recruitment agencies. 70% of jobs are filled by employers using their connections and networks. So what do we mean by this? Meaning, if you are to apply, okay, what do we do, right? So we do this kind of things as to how we find work. But according to some research, okay, according to research, and this has been proven in any parts of the country or in any parts of the world, some of the employers would just tap on their on their connections. Okay, they would just ask some people, or rather their colleagues, as to whom they could refer for that kind of position. So that is what we call the hidden job market. They the employers are the one who is actually looking for the people, and sometimes the 30% of the ways as to how we find a job, it is now being neglected. Okay, so the hidden job market. So this is the representation of what is this 30% and 70% hidden job market. So the 30% these are the advertised jobs. So this is how we seek and prefer to find jobs. So what do? We send we send out unsolicited CVs, meaning to say, of unsolicited CVs, meaning to say these are CVs and resumes that has not been wanted by by the employers, meaning to say they are not asking for you to give, but you are submitting it just because you are wanting to know if there are vacancies. And then this 70% hidden job market. Now, these are how employers prefer to find new staff. How do they do it? They do not go through solicited CVs, but they go through networking with people they know at work or socially. And then through their current staff, meaning to say their the people in the company, and then through checking online job profiles. Okay, so what do you mean by these online job profiles? Later on, we will know more about the online job profile and who are those individuals that are available to do the online job profile. Okay, so let's proceed. And by the way, guys, this research has been sourced out to Job Hunters Workbook 2020 Interactive. Okay, so meaning to say it's very latest, so it's more of an accurate detail. So it's going to be relevant to everyone who's trying to find a job. Okay, now let's continue. Now, be a great networker. 70% of jobs are hidden, so it's important to learn how to network. Okay, so that is true. Now, people you can network with, who are these individuals who can go and try to have network? Okay, so we have the four types of individuals. Okay, first things first, you ask for referrals and connections. So, who are these individuals? These are people I know well or you know well. So who are they? Former colleagues, managers, alumni, wanaw or your relatives, the friends, and friends of friends, right? So you ask for referrals and connections. So when you resign from your job, or maybe you're a fresh graduate and then you are looking for a job, so you are trying to ask uh, in within your connections, within your circle of friends, or maybe within your colleagues, you may ask if they know of any vacancies, and then they will give information. So you are not the person who's trying to um what do you call this, you're not the individual who's trying to go to companies, but instead you will ask first the information from the people whom you know well. Okay, so another thing or another type of individuals wherein you could connect with them are those connected online to LinkedIn immediately after meeting. So LinkedIn is an example of a website wherein you can meet people aside from Facebook, wherein the point of Facebook is connecting with relatives, friends, and those whom you know. But for LinkedIn, you are being connected because of the common goal and because of work, okay, of your career. So people I don't know well or those I have met briefly who could help. So for example, tutors, guest speakers, fellow students, people I have met at community networks. So this is another way of making connections. And then this one, your future network. So who are these future network? People I could help you when you try to volunteer or take a part-time work to expand your network. So sometimes, most especially if you're a graduate of nursing, you are not yet really into the field. So what you try to do is you try to take your part-time job in a hospital. You try to volunteer just for you to create your own set of network. Okay, so that is what you do. Now, apart from that, you also have this another set of network. Those people that you do not know. Funny, right? But these are individuals who follow online comments, ask questions, and organize informational interviews. So one example is that those individuals who are messaging here, so like Alia Husan, Suhaili Wilson, Maina Foker. I hope I pronounced the surname right. Aliana Ali. Okay. So these are individuals whom you do not know, but actually you can ask them for information, most especially if you are following the same common interest. Okay. So, say for example, you are following the same say for example you are following ASKF, and then you knew that ASKF is hiring. So from there you can already ask people who comment, who watch this video together with you. You can already ask them, hey, you are also watching this video, so do you have any information if they are hiring right now? So something like that. Okay, so those are the people whom you do not know, those who are currently in the ideal job or in the ideal organization or the industry. Okay. Now, this is an example of my LinkedIn profile. So that picture was long time ago when I was still in college. That was still 2012. Okay. So in LinkedIn, it's like similar to Facebook. Okay. The idea is similar to Facebook, but the suggestion is based on job search. Okay. And then your professional skills, or maybe your reputation. What else? Your talents and your career path. So that is how LinkedIn is making you connect with people, or maybe if you came from the same school, or if you're in the same company, so something like that. So that is LinkedIn. Okay. Now the question is how to network, because I know some of us are really having a hard time in terms of doing networking. Why? Maybe because we are afraid to, maybe because we are afraid to start talking, maybe we are afraid of being rejected by people. Okay. So um what's important right now is that we should have the information as to how to do this kind of things, like this networking. Okay, so networking helps you tap into the hidden job market. So there are many ways to network. First things first, you tell friends and extended families that you are looking for work. You can also go to industry meetups and events, connect with organizations on social media. Say for example, if they have the Facebook page, you follow the page for updates if they are going to post something, and then join a professional organization in your career field. So sometimes if we are medical practitioners, or maybe if we are an individual who's looking for a job, let's say for example you're a digital artist, so you try to go into a, a group of individuals, or maybe a Facebook group wherein these individuals, all of them are inside. And then when you try to connect with them, immediately you are able to gather up information as to if there are available jobs in the market. Okay. And yeah, social networking and supportive communication is imperative. Yeah, I do agree with you. Okay. So let's proceed. Go to job expos, okay? Cold call organizations to check for vacancies. What do you mean by cold call? Meaning to say you are trying to call the certain agency and then you are trying to ask if there are vacancies. That is a cold call. Invite HR managers for coffee if you can do that. If you have the guts to do that, because not everyone can have the idea, or has the idea of doing inviting HR managers or those who are in the high ranking positions for a coffee, because some of them might be busy, some of them might be also they have lots of appointments to do, something like that. You can also do an informational interview with a manager. So how do you do that? So you go to the company, you try to ask information, you try to guess no, not guess, but ask the things that they will need to a certain individual, so that they will be able to you will be able to prepare for the interviews, or maybe for the resumes or something like that. Okay. yeah, attending conferences and workshops. That is great. Okay, and I hope you also do that because it will also enhance your networking. Okay, your network, and with your vast network, you can also help others by actually tapping on them and becoming a reference to that individual if they are looking for a job. Okay. Now, we also have this marketing script. Okay, so what is this marketing script? A marketing script or elevator pitch is a quick way to introduce your experience and what you're looking for in a job. Okay, because when you try to go to a certain company and then they will ask you, who are you? Or, yes, why are you here? So you try to introduce yourself, and of course, you go directly with your skills and the things that you could offer in the company and on the job that you are wanting to. So that is a marketing script. So marketing script, when someone asks, so what do you do? How do you reply? These are the three rules that you need to consider. First things first, your reply should take 30 seconds or less. Wow. 30 seconds only. So that is the minimum time that you will be able to introduce yourself. And then you need to include your skills or how you would benefit, or how you would benefit a potential employer. It should be clear. Your skills should be clear, that these skills will be applied to the job that you are looking for. And you should identify some type of goals, okay? Because you're not just there just wanting to have the job, but of course you wanted to make them feel that it's not just the job that you're after, but the goal of uh, setting the company on fire. Nah, joking. You have a goal of wanting to help the company, uplift the manager's life, help the company grow more through your skills, because you need to let them feel that they need you. Okay, don't let them feel that you need the job, but you need to let them feel that they will need you, okay, for that particular job, that you are the best individual, you are the best person to be in that certain position. Okay, let's continue. Now, this is an example of a self-marketing script. Say for example, if I'm going to apply to a teaching field. Okay, I'm a graduate actually of mass communications, major in journalism, and then I wanted to teach also in mass comm. So this will be, and then I'm a former reporter at a local TV station here in the Philippines. So my name is Ronald Lamata. I am a former reporter, correspondent at ABS-CBN news channel, and I have 5 years in experience as a reporter. And currently, I'm looking for an opportunity to teach in your prestigious school. I am really keen to get work in the area of teaching broadcasting and journalism, and of course, a little of the English language. Okay, so that is the self marketing script, and that should be within the time limit of 30 or less. Okay, but 30 or 20, 25 to 30 seconds. Okay, so that is your marketing script. Okay. Now, a video resume is a good marketing strategy. Yeah. If you are trying to apply online, that would be a very good introduction. So you need to give the best. Okay. So if you're going to submit a video resume, you need to give the best. You need to, as much as possible, do not commit errors or mistakes in that certain video, because oh no, if you're going to give a video with so many take one, take two, take three, because you committed a lot of mistakes in just saying about yourself, introducing yourself. So that's already a big no no in the manager or the hiring staff. Okay, now let's continue. Transfer your skills to a new career. Okay, so What do you mean by this? So when you wanted to change your career path, okay? So these are some of the things that you should consider first. So you need to ask questions about to yourself. What are my longer term goals? Because sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to change career paths. Sometimes we are not happy anymore with our career paths. Sometimes we tend to realize that this might be this might not be the career path that I am dreaming of, or maybe some of us are getting bored of our career path. All right. So what we try to do is we need to assess first ourselves. What are my longer term goals? Okay. When we say of our longer term goals, these are the goals that we wanted to make in our life, okay? As we grow old, because we are not getting younger, we are not anymore getting younger, we are getting older, we need to set our goals, all right? We need to be innovative, we need to have a set of objectives into our life. Where do I see myself in a year's time or 5 years' time? Okay, so we need to consider those kind of things, because when we try to change career, we cannot immediately say that we will be um, what do you call this? We will be successful in the career path that we are going to choose. Okay, so is there anything I wanted to do for a long time? That is some of the questions that would always uh, go into our mind, most especially if we wanted to change career paths. Is there anything that I wanted to do? Is there anything that I wanted to make? Am I bored because my job is getting repetitive? Something like that. Okay, so we need to assess ourselves before we change our careers. Will I be better off if I upskill from my current career or retrain into a new career? So upskill and retraining, we are going to talk about it later on. Are there short-term job options that can help me get into a job I've always wanted? So short-term job, meaning to say we are already in that job, and then promotions would come. Okay, so and then a little training, and then we will be able to get the career that you wanted. So who could I talk to about career options? Because sometimes we wanted to know if our decisions are best when it comes to changing of careers, because sometimes it's very sometimes our decisions are not very good. We just wanted to shift career paths just because we don't want our colleagues. Sometimes we just wanted to change our career paths because we wanted to what do you call it? We wanted to we are just bored with our job. So we should really have a goal or a long-term goal when we try to have our works already. Okay, now let's continue. uh, Talking a while ago about upskill or retraining for a new job, upskilling or retraining can improve your chances of finding work. So we don't just transfer or go to another career just because we wanted to. Okay, but sometimes what we try to do is we need to have a little bit of additional information or related information or related skills about the career or the career path that we wanted to change with. Okay? So, one of them is when you upskill or you retrain. So, what is this upskill or retrain? So, let's try to look into this picture or illustration. Okay? On the left, we have upskilling, and on the right, we have retraining. Okay? So, Tom worked in construction. Okay. This is upskilling. Okay. Tom worked as a construction. All right. So Maya worked in tourism. Okay. Now let's go to the last one. Tom, he became an electrician. Okay. While Maya she became a community nurse. Okay, so Tom, since he is already in the construction, he just wanted to be an electrician. So what he is going to do is still relate. An electrician is still related to construction. Agree? Okay. While tourism and community nurse, yeah, they have some relation, but it's really far from tourism and becoming a community nurse. So what Maya is going to do is she is going to retrain. Okay, so upskilling. Let's go first to upskilling. Tom worked in construction. He researched what qualification he needed to upskill. Okay, he undertook an apprenticeship and later he became an electrician. Okay, so upskilling is just uh making a level up of your skills. Okay, so it's not actually removing the previous skills that you have, but you are still using your previous skills. You are, but you wanted to upskill, meaning to say you wanted an upgrade of yourself. So you took an apprenticeship, you do research qualifications, and then you became an electrician. While you are an electrician, you are still working in the construction. Okay, so that is upskilling, improving yourself. While in retraining, okay, now in retraining it's different. Okay, in retraining, Maya worked in tourism. So currently, she is in tourism. She researched what courses were available at her local polytech, okay, or in her school. Now, what she did to become a community nurse is she enrolled in a nursing course. And then after that, uh, she became a community nurse. You see, Maya works in tourism and she wanted to become a community nurse. So what she need to do is she needs to retrain herself, meaning to say to give another training, because the knowledge of Maya regarding tourism cannot be applied 100% in when you are already becoming a community nurse. Okay? So the works and the skills of tourism is very different from becoming a nurse. Meanwhile, with Tom working already in construction, when he became an electrician, still Tom is working in the construction. Okay? Do you see the difference between upskilling and retraining? When you upskill, you just wanted to improve or upgrade yourself. Now, when we talk of retraining, what we wanted to do is we wanted to shift into another set of skills and maybe abilities for another set of job. So that is the difference of upskilling and retraining. I hope uh, it's very not confusing, right? Upskilling and retraining are different. Okay, but when you try to listen to them or look at them, it's like it's just this almost the same, but it is not really the same. Upskilling and retraining are two different things. When you upskill, you add additional skills. You are still connected with uh, in line with your career path, while in retraining you train yourself into another set of skills because you wanted to change career path. Okay, so I hope it makes sense. Okay, now before we end this session, actually there are lots of things that we can talk about, but I just compressed everything and removed the things that are not really uh, will consume time. Okay, so to end my session, I'm going to end you with a quote. If you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with others. What do you mean by this? If you want, you are the only individual who can actually identify yourself if you are already going fast or not. Okay, so if you want to go fast, you go alone. Meaning to say, you try uh, to go and make decisions easily without any more checking on other individuals. While if you would like to go far, sometimes you need to be with the rest of the company. sometimes like doing things is not very you're not going to become bored, and sometimes they might be able to help you uplift in the things that you wanted to do. Okay, so for that, we end our session regarding career research and networking. Actually, it's a book or one chapter, but we just compress some of the very important things, the practical things that we could share during this live session. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. And if you have questions, I'll be glad to answer them as uh, if I can. Of course, I will answer them. Okay. So, do you have any questions regarding the presentation? Okay, thank you, Ma'am Fizagil, and thank you for attending. Okay, thank you, Miss Casey Ferranco. Wow, thank you so much. I enjoyed also sharing information with you guys. Actually, yeah, I missed June and April. I wasn't able to present June and April because I was also busy with my job because I just graduated also from my master's degree. But yeah, I'm back and I'm going to share again another informative session on um, August. Okay, so I would just arrange again with the ASKF family. Okay, so questions, guys. If you have questions, I'll be glad to share some information with you, and you know we could exchange information. Very informative. Differentiate upskilling and retraining. Okay, so just like what I said a while ago, we're going to go back with this one. Okay, so once again, upskilling is when you wanted to improve your skills, but you're still with the same career path. While retraining, you wanted to, from the word itself, you wanted to train yourselves again and have another set of skills and abilities for you to be able to change career path, because the current skills, talents, abilities that you have, you cannot use them anymore if you're going to change career. Say for example, me, if I'm going I am a former broadcaster, I'm a former reporter, I'm a former journalist, but I wanted to become a teacher, so I retrained myself. I took a professional education certificate for me to be able to take the licensure exam for teaching. So I need to train myself because I couldn't just share information about media and information because I do not know how I am going to start in sharing information, just like what I'm doing right now. I'm sharing information to you guys, but if I am not a teacher, maybe I will be having a hard time as to how I am going to start, how I am going to end this session. So I hope I answered your question. Okay? Differentiate. Okay. What is a good business question? Um how we write personal statement. When we write personal statement, just make sure that the statements that you are going to do are related to the job that you're applying for. Do not anymore go around the bush. Always remember that you are going to submit your resume, the hard copy of your resume or your CV, and those things are already packed with information. So when you are going to apply, you need to give immediately the specific things. Just like what I said a while ago in the marketing script. Okay, let's go back to the marketing script. The self-marketing script, you need to introduce yourself. Okay, your reply should only take 30 seconds. You need to let them see your skills, and it should be clear that your skills will be used to the job that you're applying. Do not mention any more things that is not related to the job that you're applying. Then you should identify some of your goals for the company, because they will not want you to hire an individual whose focus is just for the self. You need to give information that you are the one, you are the best individual for this position, and you will help the company uplift their lives. Okay, so thank you so much for that. This webinar is worth to watch. I was just scrolling my feed and saw this webinar. It was very informative. I was able to gain a new understanding and knowledge. Thank you, Ma'am Casey Ferranco, for this information, although it's already 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock p.m. here in the Philippines. It's already evening, but it's okay. I can stay late just for you guys. Okay, so any more? What is a good business? A good business is when you do earn money without stepping at others, something like that. Because I know for a fact that we are doing business because we wanted to earn, right? But for as long as we are not stepping on others or on other individuals, we are not hurting them, uh we are not causing anything bad to them. So I think that's good business for me. Okay. All right. What else? How we need to focus on career? Oh, very good question. How do we need to focus on career? When you wanted to focus on your career, first things first, you need to identify your long-term goals. Just like what we have talked a while ago, we need to identify our long-term goals. Um, because these goals will be our setting standards for us to be able to continue and pursue our career. Sometimes, um, even though we are already in our chosen career path, sometimes we feel bored, we feel unease because of the repetitive works, the stress that we are having. But when we have a goal in our mind, just like me, before I got this regular position in teaching, I was 6 years teaching as visiting lecturer, meaning to say I'm not permanent. So for me to be able to get an item, a permanent item in the school, in the college, when I need to finish my master's degree, I need to have my licensure exam for teaching, and then since my master's degree was not related to what I am teaching right now. So I need to get another set of master's degree. So wow, and then I haven't got my license with just one take. I failed with the first take. I failed with the second take. On the third take of the licensure examination, I passed. Okay, because I have a goal in my mind that I wanted to help my family. I wanted to uplift their life, so I need to have a good job, a better paying job, and at the same time the love of teaching. So I really pursued to teaching. So that is my goal, that is my long-term goal. So that is the thing that we can do to be focused on our career. And always remember, Mr. Pervice, did I mention it correctly? And always remember, Mr. Pervice and the rest of you guys, if you love your job, even though the salary is not very good, but I know we wanted a raise in the salary. Sometimes it's not anymore. You're not going to to. I mean, you're not going anymore to look at the time, but you wanted to finish the task that has been given to you because you love your job and you love what you are doing. So I hope it helps. Okay, we need to set a goal for our career. How we set goals, short and long term goals? Very tricky question. Uh, just like what I stated a while ago, about short-term goals and long-term goals. Okay. What are my long-term goals and how do when we talk of short-term goals, these are actually I have this in my previous slides. Long-term goals and short-term goals. When you have your long-term goals, meaning to say you are planning to stay in the company for uh okay. Now I realize the long-term goal is your support for you to be able to set your foot on your career, meaning to say when you're already building your career, you wanted to be with that job that you wanted to do, that you wanted to stay, you're going to set already your long-term goals. Your short-term goals are the things that you are going to do or to set when you are just doing your job. Okay, so you are how do I put it that way? Okay. Say for example, I have a job, okay? And my job is to write news because that is what I am being paid for. So my short-term goal is just to finish the news. After finishing the job, I will be paid, I can go home. So that is my short term goal. But for my long term goal, if I wanted to be in the media, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write what my long term goal is I'm going to write great news every day. I'm going to accomplish the task that has been given to me, and tomorrow will be another day, because meaning to say I wanted to be here with the company, so that would support my long-term goals for the company. I hope I answered your question, but that is how I see uh, long-term goals and short-term goals. When we talk of short-term goals, we are just talking of a job, but when we talk of long-term goals, we are already entering into the field of careers. We are talking of careers. Okay. Thank you so much for the question, and I hope I was able to answer it and give you insights about the goals that you're talking. Why networking is important? We already discussed these things uh, since from the very first. But yeah, to give you a short answer, networking is important because it will help us look for jobs easier. And the very important thing is that networking is important because you will be able to get the 70% hidden job market. Because the 70% hidden job market is penetrable. You can penetrate that hidden job market if you have a network. Okay? So that's the answer to why networking is important. Any more questions? Yeah. According to Isaiah, goals, whether short or long term, should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. So that is SMART. Okay. Just remember SMART. Um, I, I- it's like we're just talking of research. Thesis. Specific. When you have an objective, it should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Okay, so that is just remember SMART. SMART. Okay, any more? Thank you for your precious time. Thank you for this webinar to know what should I do in the future and how can we help in my goal. Okay. Thank you so much also for being with us. Thank you for the precious time, sir. It was very knowledgeable. Thank you also for attending the seminar. Okay, so any more questions? Okay, so if there will be no more questions, I think that would be it. And thank you so much for your time and good evening here in the Philippines and good morning or good day to the rest of the world. And see you on the next webinar. Do what you love. Love what you do. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, thank you everyone and we will see you again on the next webinar sessions that I'm going to organize with ASKF.